Labour government is coming out with another incentive for all the Australians. The recommendation to include an additional $4,000 income credit to your income bank, therefore allowing more pensioners to earn more and keep more of earned money. So what exactly am I talking about? Well, first we are discussing changes to work bonus that Labour wants to introduce to allow pensioners to work more and earn more before this income affects age pension. Then I will answer some of the questions I received from you about work bonus and how much you can earn. And at the end of this video, I will also introduce other proposed updates that the government has in mind for pensioners, so please watch till the end not to miss any of those important updates. My name is Katherine Isbrandt from About Retirement. I'm a certified financial planner and you are watching About Retirement TV, the place where you can find all the information that you need when preparing for retirement, or if you have already retired and wish to improve your future financial outcomes. So let's review that new idea of Labour government that is being explained as government's assistance for age pension recipients, allowing you to work more, earn more and keep more of the earned dollar before that extra income impacts your age pension payments. So how does the government want to improve your ability to earn more? Well, the answer is by adding an extra allowance of $4,000 to your work bonus bank. I'm not going to be explaining basics of the work bonus today, as I have already created a video that fully explains how age pension work bonus works. Please watch it if you are unsure about the work bonus. This video explains what this bonus actually is, how it works, who is eligible, plus I have introduced a number of examples how it applies in different situations. And now Labour government is extending your work bonus allowance by further $4,000 of income credit. So why the government is graciously allowing pensioners to earn more? Why all of a sudden you get to keep more money before it affects your age pension? Well, the government has a bigger problem to fix, which is lack of workforce in Australia. Our unemployment rate is that low that employers find it impossible to find new staff. Therefore, now the government came up with the idea that a great deal of workforce has actually retired. But the government needs to find an incentive for pensioners to actually see the benefit of working extra. After all, why would you make an effort to get up in the morning and go to work if in return age pension would be reduced or cut off altogether? Therefore, increasing the work bonus might just do the trick and incentivize enough that some pensioners will decide to participate and take advantage of the higher work bonus balance. So that was the background of work bonus increase. And now let's look into details. How can pensioners earn that extra $4,000? Well, your temporary work bonus bank will be increased by $4,000 from the current level of $7,800 up to $11,800 before your age pension is being reduced. Unfortunately, this is still in the approval stage and has not been legislated, but is expected to commence from December 2022. This proposal is for 2022-23 financial year only, so you will only have until 30th of June 2023 to fully utilize this benefit. If it doesn't get extended to future years, then we know that the reason to introduce it is just to fix the oversupply of jobs and not really any assistance to pensioners at all. So I do hope Labour government will insist on higher work bonus allowance being a permanent increase. And now to some questions I received from you before. Number 1. Is my income earned from an investment property included as eligible for work bonus? No, income earned from your investment property, superannuation or pension, shares or any other form of investment is a passive income. Work bonus only applies to income earned from active participation, meaning you actually have to do some work and some effort in order to earn the money. Work bonus includes income earned from wages, self-employment, which involves active participation, director's fees, and leave, where you remain an employee of the same employer. Just a quick reminder how much you can actually earn. First, you can earn up to $180 per fortnight that will have no impact on your age pension, no matter where the income comes from. If you earn more than $180 per fortnight from your investment as passive income, then your age pension is being reduced under income test. Please see my video explaining how income test works if you are unsure. If, however, you earn more than $180 per fortnight and that portion of income comes from active participation, this is where work bonus kicks in and lets you earn more, up to $300 per fortnight more without reducing age pension based on current rules. Is my partner's income included? Well, no, you cannot share your work bonus with your partner. You have your work bonus balance and your partner his or her own, if eligible. So let's look at some simple examples. Tom and Sue are married, both retired of age pension age and both receive part age pension. In this situation, they both have their own work bonus limit to utilize and they both can work and earn extra income. David and Margaret are also married, but only David is of age pension age, while Margaret is still 3 years before she is eligible. In this situation, the full income that Margaret earns will be counted under the income test, but David can still work part-time and utilize his work bonus, so David cannot share his work bonus with his wife. Peter and Anne are married and both retired, both of age pension age, and they want to utilize their work bonus to the maximum. They both can earn extra $7,800, soon to be introduced as $11,800 for this financial year. Peter found a part-time job that pays $15,000, and Anne found her part-time work that only pays $3,000. Although Anne will not be able to utilize her full work bonus allowance, she cannot share the unused portion with Peter. Each pensioner has the same work bonus allowance limit. Number 3, is this income taxable? Well, I am not sure if you are aware, but age pension is actually a taxable income. I find it a little bit ironic for the government income to be treated as taxable, but here we are. Fortunately, these days, most retirees receive their incomes from different forms of retirement income streams. Therefore, the age pension payments in most cases is below the tax-free threshold, so no need to perform any tax returns. But if your retirement income comes from investment properties or shares income or managed funds or any other type of investments that is directly on your name, that you will be required to perform your annual tax return. And in this situation, most certainly age pension payments will be included in a tax assessment. Hence, I think this is not the most effective way of setting up your savings for retirement. If this is you, please contact me to find out if you are able to make changes to your savings to ensure that you are no longer required to do any tax return in the future. But going back to your question, yes, earned income is also taxable. Therefore, the bonus itself is not. The bonus is only your allowance, but the income earned will most certainly be included as your taxable income earned for the particular financial year. Number 4, how much can I earn being on part age pension? I receive this question very often and really I'm unable to answer. The reason for this is because to know how much you can actually earn before any additional earnings starts reducing your age pension, well, I really need first to understand whether your age pension is being reduced under income or asset test. So the very first task is to find out which of the test is the dominant one. And only then we would be able to calculate any further allowance of income earned. So I hope between today's explanation and the original video about work bonus, you can now better understand your extra income options. If still unsure, just visit my website aboutretirement.com.au and book a meeting with me to check your current situation and how much you can actually earn extra before age pension gets reduced or removed altogether. And now for some extra promised information that the government is planning to introduce. Well, number 1, if due to your employment income you lose your age pension eligibility, government wants to introduce a 2-year period during which you will not have to reapply for age pension. So what that means is that if during the period of 2 years you become eligible again, you won't need to complete the full application, but rather advise Centrelink of the change of your circumstances, and if eligible, your age pension will be reinstated. Currently, that period is only 12 weeks, which is pretty ridiculous considering that Centrelink cannot manage the current workload in a timely fashion. So this change would most certainly be a very welcomed one and appreciated by many pensioners as well as businesses that support their clients, just like our practice. Number 2, another proposed and very beneficial change will be extending the pensioner concession card up to 2 years after having lost age pension payments. Considering how many retirees give up on work just to hold on to the pensioner concession card, this is a game changer. As a pensioner, if you have a choice of a good employment, you could forgo age pension payments for a period of 2 years while still holding on to your pensioner concession card and enjoying a higher income. This is a great way to stay in the workforce for the next 2 years, boost your retirement savings while still having all the pensioner discounts. To understand all the benefits of pensioner concession card, I already have 3 videos in my collection for you to watch and learn. Pensioner concession card, benefits per state, and Centrelink concession cards for your retirement. If you want to learn more about how to be well prepared for your retirement or how to improve it, just visit my website aboutretirement.com.au, where you will find lots of extra articles and videos. If you wish to confirm any information or get clarity on any issue or calculations or actual advice, you can book a meeting with me. You'll be surprised how much clarity 1 hour of our conversation can bring. And while you are on my website, don't forget to sign up to my newsletter to be kept up to date with all the changes that can impact your retirement. And today's video is a very good example of such changes. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And now please watch those mentioned videos, age pension, work bonus. To take advantage of this benefit, you really need to understand how it works and if you are eligible and how. The second video is about pensioner concession card. Please watch all 3 videos for better understanding and taking advantage of all benefits provided to you. I will speak with you in my next video. Bye.